We are live. What's good? What's good? I know it's just us right now. People are gonna get on here in like 3, 2, 1, right?
Make it rain.
What up? What up? But while everyone gets in here, man, how y'all been? What y'all been up to?
I'm planning for Texas.
They're working shit out of me.
I seen your picture. You was like boss tired. Was that on Instagram or what was that?
What's up, New York?
Yeah, Instagram. I worked like 48 hours last week.
Man, who we got in here? Y'all got the chat? Can y'all see the chat?
Yeah, New York. What's up, OC?
I cannot. I ain't fucking with them 12s, buddy.
Yeah. You click on live comments on the right.
I can have them 12s.
We got OC in the house. We got New York. All right. It looks like everybody's filtering in.
Yeah, March 7th.
March 7th, man.
March 7th be the day we pull the tarp.
Oh, man.
Actually, the 5th or 6th we might pull the tarp.
Hey.
Hashtag free the tarp.
Free the tarp.
Man.
Free my nigga tarp.
Free El Tarpo.
El Tarpo.
We got a lot of people up in here.
Gonna break him out.
I've been waiting on it, man. We on color people time too.
Oh yeah, man. We
some 15 minutes late.
Technical difficulties, guys, but we are live now, and we got a really cool topic tonight, man. I mean, we kind of waited, waited all month to figure out what we was going to talk about, but we finally figured out at the very end, and we're going to talk about, what to look for when you go to pick out your project car, your next build, or what things that you guys look at and what we look at. And we figured it'd be a great topic because it's tax season. A lot of people are buying cars. A lot of people are selling cars. And we just figured collectively it was going to be good. So what do you think, Loco, LS?
Yeah, that's good. What's up, Tex, Darnell, Cortez, Mr. John?
Cortez on 814. Like expected for our people, like coming to a barbecue. But the food ain't gonna be ready exactly at 8, so you slide in there by 8:15, 8:20.
Yeah,
I'm saying we were letting y'all marinate. That's what that was.
New York, what'd he say? Someone said New York low key hating. Oh man, hey, Cortez was good, brother. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? What are some of the things? First of all, before we even get started, I jumped the gun. LSU, not LS. Yeah, LS. I'm sorry, I haven't
seen you in so long. What's your name?
Are we gonna do the roll call, bro? We're gonna do the roll call.
Who tuning in?
Yeah, what state?
Oh yeah. Damn, the paper downstairs. Fuck it. I'll put it on my notes and stuff. So at this time, we're gonna go ahead and do the roll call. Let us know where you're checking in from, your state. We are aiming to get all 50 states. So drop it down. We already have Texas, Kansas, and Ohio in the building. Ohio, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. 614-740. Yeah.
No, he was quiet, so I was like,
yeah,
it is
Buckeye.
Ohio, right?
It's like Ohio.
Yeah, Buckeye, baby.
He said it's a Midwest thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We like this kind of gauge and range where our viewers are coming in from, and we aiming to hit all 50 states, hopefully in this first year. If we don't, cool, but if we do, that's cool too. We already international with Mr. John. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all stopping through.
We got Tennessee in the house. Darnell in the house.
Cortez said I'm still on Army time. And Cortez, in my defense, I did text him 10 minutes prior.
Yeah, he texted me.
We like, yo, if we gonna do this, like,
yeah, we had
like a little setup. You know what I mean?
We had some technical
they getting all fancy
stuff going on. Yeah.
but we had to make sure that the I done went upstairs, put some camera lights or whatever, so I can get my light skin on. You know what I'm saying? So trying to bring out the best quality footage. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna be something that we do and take seriously, man, we want to bring out the best quality, everything like that.
So you got the.
So we got
We got New York, Kansas City.
See Memphis,
Canada too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got Mr. John. I was trying to see if there was anybody new,
like Ontario somewhere,
that was sticking out, because I think pretty much everybody that was in here like our last episode, our first episode. This is episode 2. I want to appreciate everybody for stopping back through, rocking with us. As you saw, we got a logo. We're a little bit official. Can you show that logo to them? Do you have it on your computer?
I have it on my phone. Okay. I can show it on my phone.
I do too.
I can email it to myself, I guess. And
yeah, I didn't think about it until just now. Yeah, but we did. We got a little logo now. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get our proper official like.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So that's our little logo.
So, guys, you guys are witnessing us grow from the ground up. We're just really excited, man, to have so much support. I know for sure. For me, last year I was just watching LS and watching sloppy mechanics and stuff. So, to actually be in this position now, it's kind of crazy that we're collaborating and doing podcasts with Cat Loco and LS and New York. And I mean, all these guys, John, I watched his videos before and it's just crazy. It's crazy. Looks like we got a lot of New York with Tex Boy. I'm gonna just go ahead and put state. Where are you?
Oh, my fault. I'm slipping on my job tonight.
Where are you from?
I'm like the gatekeeper, townkeeper, keep it moving. My fault. I apologize.
Support squad, yes, sir.
Stinky.
Texas, yeah.
Texas. Man, Texas deep in here, man. We got Texas deep in here, mid-city, not mid-city, but the Midwest is deep in here.
Yeah, I think on my channel, other than Texas, probably but even before Texas, because a lot of the people on here, man, I found them through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't broadcast necessarily my personal YouTube, like on my YouTube, on my Facebook or nothing like that. So everybody really that found me on YouTube kind of found me organically. So before I had more Texas supporters, man, it was really Kansas. Kansas was showing me a lot of love. So shout out to Kansas. Go Chiefs.
Indiana, you're
world champions.
You say you're the world champions. Cough. Y'all did that.
Shoot. So, when do you guys want to dive into the bread and butter, man?
I mean, my question for chat: go ahead and list your first project car.
Okay.
So we got a nice range of what people bought.
Okay.
As a first project car.
Your first project car that you ever bought. I like this. We kind of getting interactive with them. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
Creative tonight.
Hey, look at you, loco. He got that jig in the system. You like, let's talk, nigga.
Man, so
man, everybody dropped your first. Now, when you say your first project car, is this the first old car that you ever bought, or is this the one that you ever first really, really worked on?
No, I mean the first one you bought as a project.
Like not your car that turned into a project after it broke down.
Hey.
Like I bought this to
Okay,
build
okay. I
With
bought this.
intentions of fixing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
an actual project because yeah.
What would mine be? Can I type in it?
Yeah, you can put it in the comments
Yeah.
and I'll put it up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Where can I type it? Oh no, okay.
No,
I think he got to type.
Y'all can't put comments in there?
No.
Nah, I think that's
Nah, we
just
do
you
for
because
YouTube.
you hosting it. That's why I'm slacking. Yes.
If you open up another
It's not because I
tab
was-
on your computer and watch the stream and just
Oh
pause it,
yeah.
comments in there.
Right,
And I'll put it on the screen. So it looked like we had a lot of G-body love starting off. You know, Tex Boy had a 86 Monte Carlo. Cortez had an 84 Caprice.
Cutlass.
Cutlass, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then OC he said he had a 93 bubble, had a put engine. Oh, 93 bubble.
Yeah,
He had to
bubble.
put an engine in there, but it was 15, but he was 15 and wasn't hands-on as much as I do now. So he had a B body starting off
89 Sunbird GT.
and an S10.
So you bought it with the blown engine, knowing that you were gonna have to put an engine in it, correct? So that would fall up under the terms of a project, right? Intentionally buying something knowing that something would have to be fixed before it would be operational.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we can give that one, I guess.
Like when I bought my Regal, it ran, but I knew it was the project. Like it was a 307. I never put any more miles on it. After it came to the house, that was it. It never left again. And
Because you knew you was gonna swap it.
that's the whole intention. Well, if your intention was to swap, if your intention was to build the car, that's what we're going with. If your intention was to build it or rebuild it or whatever.
So so I'm gonna say my 91 bubble that I bought back in the day. I bought it, I think it was like 1,500. It ran the drive, but I knew that wasn't the end.
So swaps.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that eventually, like I want to put music in it, put some rims on it. Like, does that still constitute a project, or is that just
That's a project.
customization?
Yeah.
That's a project because I mean, some people would consider just an engine swap not shit. They might be like, "Oh, you didn't do no frame off." You know what I mean? Like,
but it run though,
right? You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, like, with you doing that, that's a project for you. You know, so.
And I think possibly the level of everybody's project is going to vary, depending upon their skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, that was okay for me. I mean, if I bought something that's running and driving, like okay, I'm gonna just tint the windows, put an auto start on, and put some rims on it, and I'm good to that extent. Only when like I had a car that needed a motor, was I like, damn, I need somebody to do this, or now it's too expensive and I have to do it myself.
What's up, KJ?
To make it happen.
What about you, Loco? What was your first project, bro?
I mean, shit. I still got my first project.
We don't you don't got to complete it. It was just your first project.
No, it's complete.
Yeah,
that's the next question. What was the first project you completed? Because a lot of people ain't completed one. A lot of people ain't completed one.
Well, I mean, complete is a loose term.
Completed, yeah, I was about to say that too. Like, complete is a loose term too, but technically,
You always change
runs, you're done. You know what I'm saying? So that also is up to the interpretation or at the discretion of said party. You know what I'm saying? When it's done to you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for me, if I could jump in it and drive at any moment, then it's complete.
Right. So
now if the tire's flat and I ain't get no title, I mean no tags and nothing.
Right.
It's not complete.
So once it is road ready, once you take your
Road
project
ready. Yeah.
to being road ready, ain't got to be show ready, but road ready.
Yeah. So, like, to answer the question, the first one was a 72 Cutlass, which, I still got. I rebuilt it, moved, and then never touched it again. So, technically, I could just spend a weekend and get it running. And then I completed the 78 Nova.
Okay.
So, I mean, that one's ready for like a car show.
My first project was 82 Trans Am, and all I had to do was put new seats in and get the interior going and get it running. It was not running when I got it, so my project was to get it running. I didn't swap it. All I did was, try to get the old shit running and put new seats in, and that was it. That was my 16-year-old project. And I got that done, and that was me completing it at that time. Now we're on to different stuff. So,
I'm taking a promo shot for Instagram. Hey, yo, we live. Looking at I'm gonna put it on Instagram. But like, yo, we live on. I'm saying D Bricks channel. That come through.
So let's see what the comments looking like. We went through Cortez. He had the 84. OC had the 93 Bubble. John had the 93 Sunbird GT Turbo and an S10 V8 swap that he never finished. Those were his first ones about 15 years ago. New York had a 78 Buick LeSabre at age 11 and built a 350 board over 30 over and dropped it in there with turn down pipes. Was a true sleeper. LeSabre. Those are nice cars. People sleep on them. If you find B bodies, those are nice cars, man. Those are nice cars. OC. He said he had a yellow box 20, and in 2020 he had an 87 Caprice, ran rough, $500. That's the price on
it. That's the preferable price for me.
Yeah, I try to buy all my stuff like that, bro. 500 and under, I don't really care if it run or not. Typically, a running car though constitutes 500 though, minimal.
I got a Huffy.
The review was 500.
Yeah, it's 500. Right. If it runs, it's 500.
Drive it, 100.
I'll give you 500 for a running car. What's up? Swaps.
KZ 1000. No, I don't know anything about bikes.
It's a what? I know bikes.
Swaps.
It's 78. I ain't know bikes back then though.
Swaps did say he was primarily a bike guy at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mean it like that, but it's 78, nigga. I was a twinkle in my daddy eye type shit.
Yeah, 78 is a while back though for bikes.
Swaps is a go fast guy. I don't think he cared what it is.
Right, 100. Randy said he had a Huffy. Hey, we was there too though. I had a,
but you ain't had no mongoose though. With the pegs all around, nigga. You ain't had that mongoose.
So, you got any other questions for the usual suspects?
Yeah, well, I mean, the logo was pretty much getting like an idea of everybody's swaps. What we wanted to do in this tax season was that put out some helpful, useful tips. Get 3 guys that have been there. Get y'all's opinions on things that you should look for when you are going and buying these project cars, so that you don't buy a lemon, or you know what I'm saying. What constitutes a lemon when you're buying a used old school car, et cetera, things of that nature. One of the things that DeJuan brought up was hold on, let me look at the text.
He said, "I forgot."
I mean, because I didn't want to misquote it.
So you ain't even drinking it.
I mean, I only had like a corner, but yeah. How much does the condition of the car really matter when buying a project? If Dewan, if you could type that in, please, and put it at the bottom.
Okay, got you.
So, like, when you're buying, because you see, like, a lot of these guys, man, they putting these old schools on there. You know what I'm saying? They putting the miles, and then some, or you know, they may or may not put the miles, and then somebody like, how many miles on it? I mean, does it really matter?
Right. That's what I was telling my homeboy. He was looking for a car. Shoot, wrong question. Yeah, he was looking for a car, and I kept telling him, I said, man, certain cars, we don't even talk about
in the building.
Yeah, we don't even talk about miles when we talk about swap cars or project cars like that. Most of that stuff getting touched.
I mean, some people do. I mean, I've seen it in like these box Chevy groups. They ask it a lot, like how many miles? Like, bro, the car fucking 35 years old. Like, does it matter how many miles on this bitch?
Right.
Like 9 times out of 10, it's not even original motor in there. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get it from first owner, grandpa type, grandma type dude or lady. You know what I'm saying?
Like on some 35,000.
But even then, would you beat up an old lady because of the miles on this fucking box Chevy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be like, nah, grandma, I think your odometer done rolled over a couple times. Like, man, leave grandma alone. She probably giving it to you for the load anyway. I think, in my opinion, is what matters more than miles is the body condition. Rust.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go check over the car and make sure there's no rust. Rust, as you know, will kill a project. Like that Chevelle, I bought it many income taxes ago. You know what I'm saying? And not really knowing about old schools then, I just grabbed it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really do a thorough inspection. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a 73 Chevelle and was like, that's different from all this other stuff I see. Everybody got a box. Everybody got a B body. Everybody got a G body. Ain't nobody got this 73 colors though. So I just wanted to step different. And I hopped on it and, well, y'all know the rest. Y'all can check out the channels on the video. You know what I'm saying? The Chevelle is no longer with us. But had I known, had I known it was all that fucking rust there, I probably would have just walked the fuck away. I would have walked away because it would have been that deal breaker for me because all this metalwork, etc., that has to go into it, along with the rust and things like that. You also want to check and see what reproduction parts are made for your vehicle. Check the aftermarket, check out and see how hard it is to come across these certain parts, because if you're not able to get a hold of the parts, then somebody out there is in the group taxing the shit out of you for a Landau trim or you know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
You paying $1,000, $1,500 for fucking Landau trim and stuff like that. And I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Businesses, the definition of business is supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? So being that they don't even remanufacture that trim no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, okay, it's gonna go for the high. Either you want it or you don't. But if you do some of this research beforehand on the vehicle that you're gonna pick to be your project, then that kind of helps you, know what I'm saying, know like, okay, well, it's got some rust, but I already did the research. They pretty much sell everything for a C10, so I could really build this bitch from the ground up if I wanted to. So, all right, cool, whatever the price is, I'm gonna grab it. Versus a 73 Chevelle or another vehicle that may have parts that are not remanufactured, or only certain parts are remanufactured aftermarket, and you may have to end up buying another whole car to get the parts that you need and take two cars to make one complete one.
Question for LS. What if the rust is hidden?
If the rest is hidden, well, at the same time, because
like Underground Paint King did some magic on a car that's rusted out like hell.
Yeah,
Cortez and covered up some nice rusty cars.
Sometimes it is possible to fix certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I guess then it depends on your skill level and what you're willing to do yourself or pay someone else to do. I'm saying, how much does that car really, really mean to you before you go dumping, I'm saying, XYZ amount of dollars off into it?
I kind of ran into that same scenario too, man, with buying a one-off car like the Delta. It's not as common as the Caprice. So I needed a hood for it. And it was like, oh shit. Like I couldn't just go to the groups, all the old school groups, and just say I need this Delta hood as quickly. I mean, I couldn't get the hood as quickly and as cheaply as I would be able to if it was a box Chevy. Mm-hmm. So I understand exactly what you're saying with the E10. It's like, oh, this is the aftermarket king.
Okay.
So
well, like for me, perfect example, 77 to 79 Caprice Impala. They don't remake parts for that. For like the body. Like you can't go buy it. The trim, you can't go buy it new unless you buy it from eBay. Or you find another donor car. And I think like a lot of dunks, they don't reman dunk parts for certain years. So, well, a dunk really. What up, MC? So that's what I was gonna tell you. Like what I used to do: bring a magnet when you go buy it. You want you want to use a magnet on all the parts that are known to rust, like wheel welds, the side by the quarter glass where the top goes, the bottom of the doors, the rockers, and even some of the quarter. You want put a magnet along that whole thing.
Yeah.
But then in my case, all those parts were good except the roof. I didn't check the roof.
Damn. That was the Bondo joint.
Yeah, the Bondo. So like the 77 was, the whole roof is pretty much gone. And that's the one part I didn't really, because it had rained the day before and the front seat was wet, but the window wasn't all the way up. So I thought it was the window was open. I didn't know that motherfucker was leaking from the top. So, I mean, you just got to be careful. The frame is another big one.
That frame is bent.
No, you want to make sure that thing ain't rusted out. Because a frame would kill your job quick if you ain't about that life.
Well, right. Cortez said that magnet can still fool you if the bodywork has been done right. So
if it's done right, I don't care. I ain't going to discover the shit.
Okay, right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess what matters then is done right. Yeah, we want that. That's best case scenario, right? So that's
best case scenario.
And if you think about it, if you take the magnet and then you start pointing out all the flaws and shit, that's a good way to knock your price down too.
Yeah.
Just start picking out all the shit that's wrong with it. Be like, well, I'm gonna have to get this paid, this fixed. This gonna cost me that. So how about I get $100? How about I give you $100?
Yeah, because I'm telling you, fiberglass alone, not even Bondo, you'll never even know it's there.
So we won't be able to go through every comment, but I'm gonna try to pick out like some of the really like questions that's gonna be like open-ended questions. So MC wanted me to kind of touch base with you on those engines. Remember we talked in our last video about the $50 engines, and you seem to know a lot about that. And real quickly, just touch base on that, and then we'll get back to the main topic, because that was something because that was crazy. I mean, he said he had engines for 50 and 75, which you told me was true, and he just kind of wanted to elaborate on that a little bit. Since,
MC the plug, like nigga, if I lived in Minnesota, MC would be the nigga I would go to get the motors. Like I could throw MC, I could probably throw MC like 150. You know what I'm saying? And 100 of the shit would be a tip because he done got them. You know what I'm saying? The motor for so goddamn low. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the truck yard dogs. Woo!
No, I was telling Dewan that's the normal price up there. That's not like the hookup. I mean, the hookup is $3.99.
Yeah, that ain't even. That's like on a regular day. Like,
Yeah, that's a regular day price.
I think
like-
I need an LS motor today.
Yeah, because here in KC, I pay $130 for the regular price.
Damn.
For
And if you
any
come-
any long block, short blocks are cheaper.
Yeah, and if you come down further down south, Texas gonna bust your head. You gonna pay
Sure.
by
Much.
you
And
gonna
this
pay
is-
by like a core, like a complete running, or we won't even say running, but a complete motor. You know, fucking intake to oil pan with accessories is like phone
I remember you having that
core.
video. We was like, dang, they busting your head because you did a live stream and you called the yard while we was on live.
Yeah,
And that was crazy. She was
and
like,
they sold. I think they sold me like 1,800 for that motor. That was for a 6.0. I was calling for a 6.0. You know what I'm saying? Like if you that's for a place that already has them pulled. All I had to do is go back my truck up, and then they put the 6.0 on the back of my truck. But this other yard out here, budget, you know what I'm saying? You still gotta pay like four something, you know what I'm saying, plus four something plus the core to just to, you know, then you still gotta pull the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
y'all got it good up north, man.
Yeah.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, I thought I had it good, bro. I thought, and I'm not even complaining about what we paying up here in Ohio. We pay anywhere between $350 to $500 for a 5.3. You know, sometimes they're fully dressed, sometimes they're just a long block with the heads and everything. But I was comfortable with that. I was just caught off guard, flabbergasted. He said 50. I was like, oh my God, no way. Cat Loco told me it is true. That is totally facts. That's facts.
There's also core charge too. So for me, like I pay $120 with no core, so it was even cheaper. But I think what MC is, I think it's like 75 plus the core.
Wow.
But then, honestly, they don't even check the core. You just tell them, yeah, I brought it, and they're like, okay.
Yeah. And then some of y'all, they don't care. Like, as long as you bring an engine, you know what I'm saying? Some of them care if it's the same thing, but it's some of them say you can go out there and get an LS motor, drop their ass off a 305 or 307.
They don't.
They wouldn't even care.
My yards, they just tell me where to drop it. They don't even check it. So I was like, okay.
Wow.
I'll be like, yeah, I did drop it. I don't know where that one came from.
It's like you brought us a lawnmower engine. We said an engine.
Like, nah, that's mine over there in the corner.
What's good? What's good? D Smoke. What's good, brother?
So, Danny.
So,
Yeah, cheap prices.
wow, that is
Like, because when Steve used to live 2 hours away from me, he would come here and grab 3 to 5 engines every half off.
I'm definitely willing to make that trip and load up the truck with a couple of them. And I'll come up there with some old engines too. For core.
I mean, it's cheap enough. You don't even really need to bring core, honestly.
Right.
If you used to paying the 4 something, shit.
In my mind, I'm getting 2 for 1, basically. Shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you used to play Fozo, yeah.
Yeah. Forget the core.
Over here, yeah, they busting heads. They busting heads.
And
I
that ain't a bad price. Swatch is at 400, 448. Where are you from? Complete.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not. But when you know that you can get it cheaper somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, if you live somewhere else and then you have to travel to go and get it, then you know you out of time and gas and all that. But you know what I'm saying? 4.5 is not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so Dewan, to put it in perspective,
And them gas
my 5.3 and my 6.0, I paid a total of $225.
I paid more than that for the gaskets. For the 6.0.
Yeah, you might as well just go get a new engine. Oh, I need gaskets. Fuck it. I'm getting a
That's
whole
what I'm
new
saying. Like for me, I walk by 6.0s and 5.3. Like I'll get the next one, but like 6.0s are harder to find. But like I said, if I walked away from like 3 of them because they were locked.
Wow.
Like 3 or 4 of them I walked away last year, end of last year, because they were all locked up. I took the heads. I left the engine though. I took the heads.
If it don't spin.
Oh no! I put damn near almost 300 pounds on that fucking breaker bar. That thing ain't budge.
That ain't budge.
No. That is wild.
Rear ends for me is a 140 at the yard. So Dewan probably paying 6. I don't know what the
Yeah, I haven't even priced one. Actually, I bought an 8.8 from a buddy or like a Facebook friend for $75. So
yeah, that's pretty cheap.
I thought that was a deal. I don't even know if I'll end up getting to use it or not. But
for how much?
75 for an 8.8 out of a
Mustang. Oh, that's dirt cheap, then.
That was a win. He was cutting up a Mustang. I assume it was legit, but
I ain't asking no questions.
Nope. He was cutting it up in his front in the driveway in the front of his house. So I figured, you know what?
Maybe he bowled like that.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and get this axle off of him, man.
What Mustang? Officer?
Nice. Yeah, $75, and it was good.
This here is a pile of trash.
Hey, you know the funny thing, MCs too. Like MC always sees 243 heads all the time, 243 and 799s.
Yeah, and if you look in them groups and shit, man, they be trying to get them bitches off for like 500 just for the head.
Wow.
More than 500.
The groups
they charge like 5 a side here.
God damn.
If you buy something from the groups, you're paying more. You paying because that's like a proprietary blend type. Like these guys are, the supply and demand is high there. Everybody wants those parts in that group, so they tax the hell out of them. It's no deals. To me, you are not getting deals in the group. You're getting better deals from people that don't know what they have. The guys in the groups are taxing the hell out of everybody because they know you guys want this shit. The guy that's got an old, like one of my buddies that works at the dealership, he just hit me up with a one of those TBSS, the Trailblazer SS intake manifold, oil pan with a gasket and a set of injectors. I mean, with the injectors and fuel rail, plus a set of coils. And he was like, man, just, whatever you think is worth, bro. Because to him, it don't mean nothing. But if he was in that group, he would have been like 80, 150, 250. I would have paid 500 for all that.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit, if not more. Because them Trailblazer SS intakes, they go for a little bit of change.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, bro.
I mean, they go for about 300 here at least.
So what are you trying to avoid when you choose an old school? I know we said like how much does condition matter? Like what are you trying to avoid when you're picking out your next project? Not just an old school, but your next project.
Yeah, because now that's on me first.
LS, you go ahead.
What was the question? What am I looking for?
What do you want to avoid when you?
What do you want to avoid?
Yeah.
I guess it kind of ties into the same question. Like, I mean, it's the flaw. You want to avoid the flaws, like the body work and stuff like that. I mean, you want to make sure it has a title. I think Tex said that. I mean, sometimes, Texas. I mean, you can go through the process and get a bonded title, but I mean, I would avoid it if I could. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just roll with something that I already had a clear title. That and the body work, because like I said, that Chevelle, that Chevelle was my life lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, had I known all that rust was there, or known to look, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, let me peel this top back. You know what I'm saying? Type shit to, see what the condition of up under this vinyl is. Yeah, I definitely would have passed on that car. especially knowing that not only did that car have all that rust, but it's not a common car. So to find another one would have been a headache, or I would have had to buy a whole nother car. You know what I'm saying? But if that car was in better condition, then I might as well just kind of bought the other car that's had a better body. You know what I'm saying? And went with that. So the metal work, I would say, with these old schools, unless there's a good aftermarket reproduction for them, is what I would try to avoid.
What's up, JP?
JP Goldie was good, brother.
JP.
So I mean, for me, like, before I do anything, I do a VIN check, and I do I do a VIN check. Make sure the shit ain't stolen. Make sure you ain't got no liens on it. For me, it's different with title, just because in my state, all I need is a bill of sale. If it's an antique vehicle, an antique here is 35 years or older. So not having a title ain't a big deal, because literally I just register like it's another car. So yeah. Now, and then the other thing I was gonna say, it depends on the purpose of the car. For like most of my vehicles I bought the car to learn how to paint, learn how to do engine work, learn how to do electrical, body work, exhausts, everything, audio, interiors. That's why I bought my car. So as long as the frame of the car was good, and even depends on that, I would buy the car in my budget. So it, like me, the roof. When I start holes in the roof, that's how the whole panoramic roof began. You know what I mean?
I ain't got no roof.
Right. If I didn't have all those holes in the roof, I would have never known how to put sunroofs in. Put a fucking panoramic 4-stage in a box Chevy. So that's more like opportunity than me walking away from a car.
Right. I mean, most time the common person that's trying to buy a project, they're looking at it, I think, more so. If they're not DIY guys like us, then they're looking at it as how, like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not getting anything that has too much going on with it, so I don't have to pay a shop that much to do it. But if you have a particular set of skills, you know what I'm saying, like most DIY guys do, then, you know what I'm saying, like you said, Logo, it's an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to teach or to learn and to try out this technique on something that you're working on.
So like, or like another purpose, like people that do derby, like the crash derby shit, whatever.
Yeah.
They might want to. They want a piece of shit they can spend like $100 on and destroy. And then, or like a racer. A racer might want a shell. They just want a 72 Chevelle roller. They don't want no engine, no nothing, because they plan on racing it and putting their own stuff in it.
Right.
So it just all depends on what's your intentions of the car. Are you trying to go show car? Are you trying to go race car? Are you trying to learn how to do all the car automotive stuff? Do you want to blow it up? So, I mean, it just depends on your purpose of it.
Right.
Or a donor car, right? It might just be a parts car. You don't care. It was wrecked. You know what I mean?
Personally, for me, when I look at a project, the only thing I try to avoid is title issues and frame issues. I guess I would try to avoid electrical issues, but I usually don't even get that far before I decide if I want the car or not, because a lot of times they don't run. So I won't even get down that rabbit hole until I get the car. But usually the first thing is, does it have a title? In Ohio, titles are everything. So if you don't have a title here in Ohio, you are pretty much screwed. If you even spell your name wrong on the title, you're pretty much screwed in Ohio. So title for us, and then since I'm in the Rust Belt, I'm usually looking at the frame. Anything else, we can get metal. You can use a washer, dryer, floorboards, stuff like that. I haven't personally done that with a washer or dryer, but I bought a Jeep that basically just needed a battery, and the floorboards were rusted out. It was Fred Flintstone style. And this is how I got my first Delta. I had my grandpa, because he was a body man back in the day. I bought some floor panels off of Amazon. He welded them in. I traded that because I got it running after I put the battery in for the Delta. The Delta didn't run, but I didn't care because it was pretty much clean. So for me, basically, it's just a matter of if it got a title and the frame is straight.
Hey, MC, that's how it is here, but not everyone has those rules.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, in Ohio they're a little bit more strict. As far as I know, I would really like to find out the loophole on the no title thing. I've been talking to LS about it. If anybody knows about that, feel free to let me know. I've passed up a lot of projects that basically cheap cars because they didn't have titles.
Yeah. So, I know in Texas, you can get a bonded title. Pretty much, my maroon box that I put them sixes on, it was a bonded title when I bought it. Basically, the process was, I think I paid to do like $400 for the car. The cats was cut off, and no title. So I got $400. So he sold it to me for $400. We ended up filling out pretty much. I got a bill of sale from the guy, and I took that bill of sale to Waco, to this place where they do the application for the bonded title. Once you get the application filled out with them, you pay like $25 or something. Then you have to turn around and go to like an insurance company that will issue pretty much the bond for it, making sure it's not stolen. And I'm saying it's pretty much kind of like an insurance thing. And then you pay like $100 and something for that. And then you can go register the car, you know what I'm saying? And then you can get a title, but it'll stay, you know what I'm saying? It's a bonded title on it.
Yeah, but if you're not gonna sell it, it doesn't matter.
Right. And and that really only matters if it's something that you do plan to resell. I did end up selling the car, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think the transmission started going out, and that was like right before we was getting ready to buy this house. And I was trying to slim down the fleet at the same time anyway. So I was like, all right, well, that can go. And I think I had a blue box and a maroon box. So I was like, eeny, meeny, miny, and y'all know the rest. So the maroon box went, I kept the blue box, and you know what I'm saying, went from there. But there is a way to get it. It's just it's just some more steps that had to be done and a little bit more money that has to be spent.
See, what's crazy about these places that only need a bill of sale is like, how do they know like you didn't just have, like, the person who wrote the bill of sale has even ownership, like
they don't. As long as it as actually,
who knows?
They don't know. They don't know if it's stolen, and then it's like. But when you do a VIN check, as long as there's no liens or it hasn't been reported as stolen, it's clean.
Wow.
So it's like my last car. The last car I bought has no title when I bought it. And all I did was do a free VIN check online with like I do all my cars. I make sure there's no liens and it was never reported stolen. Those are the biggest things. Once that's clean, I buy it and not even worry about it because I'll have a title in like a month.
Wow. So when I move to Texas, because that's in the cards, that's one of the moves I want to make eventually, guys. Yeah, I'll be buying some more cars. So that's pretty cool. You guys have that flexibility down there.
And then the other thing, if the title is out of state, depending on what side of the line here, you You have to get a VIN check.
And
Then you can register.
The VIN check is the reporting stolen thing, right?
You actually have to take it to highway. Yeah, you got to take it to highway patrol, and they have to look at all the VIN numbers on the car.
Okay.
Like not just like the front. They look at the whole freaking car with the VIN.
I'm finna put the link to what I use, like for a free VIN checker. If you use that link right there, it will let you know if it's reported like theft. I think damage, like if it's totaled out or something like that as well.
Use code LSCR10.
If you don't, we're going to use it in the future. If you wasn't in that live, you ain't going to know.
If you like additional information.
I almost know that whole front part of his video.
That's good.
If you wasn't in that live,
everybody should know. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't there, you don't know what we're going to use it on, and we done did so many lives. You don't even know which live we're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, I watched the live, but I still don't know. So,
and by the way, the link LS put in is what all the VIN check sites go through. That bureau right there. NICB.
Yeah, and I use that on that maroon box I bought. I used it on that blue box before I bought it. You know what I'm saying? It's just an additional step because, you know, I mean, there are some shady people out here in the world that will try to, you know, sell you some wolf tickets. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Wu-Tang said, protect your neck. You know what I'm saying? Use that VIN check.
So,
diversify your bonds.
Bond title for 3 years, huh? That's interesting.
But even if you have a bonded title, someone can come forward within 3 years and dispute ownership. That's why the state issues bond title for 3 years. Okay, yeah. So that bonded title, I don't know if you're supposed to hold on to it for 3 years. But yeah, like I said, transmission started going out in it, and so I ended up.
Bye-bye.
I kind of wish I would have kept it. But,
like a hot potato.
Right.
But I mean, for what I got, like, because I think I ended up trading that car for like a 2005 Impala, and then a 2005 Impala I ended up turning around and selling for like $2,500, and I only paid $400 for that car for the box Chevy in the beginning. You know what I'm saying, another $150. You know what I'm saying, probably I might have in the end had made like $800 in the car to get it running. And then I turned around and, you know what I'm saying, sold it and flipped it, ended up getting like $2,500 for it. So
the photo?
Yeah, that maroon I had.
And guys, profit is not a bad word. I mean, there's gonna be guys in here that are selling cars right now and buying them right now.
Profit is not a bad word.
So just, you know, if you want to buy in right now, you know, be careful. I personally right now, my buddy, you know, he just bought a new Yukon, and you know, it looked like the guy topped it off with antifreeze and sent him down the road. And I wasn't with him, so I wasn't able to kind of help him out. But he didn't know it was leaking, you know. And then when we got here, I was like, man, this thing ain't got. I'm surprised it didn't overheat on you, because it was low on antifreeze. It ran good, but you know, now he might need a water pump. It might just be a hose. It could just be the reservoir, but you know, just be on the lookout for stuff like that. If you smell anything, you know, smell any fluids.
He's going crazy with a little middle finger over there.
Yeah, look at all that.
He done found a new emoji. Like, ooh, middle finger. All right, my fault.
No, you
was looking like he going crazy with that middle finger.
But yeah, definitely just, you know, make sure y'all, you know, if you're on the buying in or you got family on the buying in, try to, you know, look out for them if you can, because there's gonna be people out there, you know, they know them checks hit, and people are trying to come up. So, y'all got any last words for anybody? I know we're not getting off right now, but we're gonna be closing in pretty soon. We want questions for the next podcast as well.
Yeah, questions are like topics that y'all feel that y'all want us to cover. We like to kind of think of this podcast as like by the people for the people. So if it's something that y'all want to discuss that is relevant to, you know, the DIY culture, then we definitely want to, you know, like touch on it. I think the scheduling for the podcast works pretty good. Like the last Saturday of every month. That way we know for sure. Um, it puts it in a routine. Y'all know I'm bad as shit with a routine. You know what I'm saying? Um, I say I'm gonna drop a video Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and then I drop one like every fucking day. But you know what I'm saying, with this podcast, you know what I'm saying, doing it once a month, last Saturday of the month at about 8 o'clock. That's gonna be our plan going forward. That way we have it at a set time and date. But we want to definitely get you guys input on the different topics so that we're talking about things that are relevant and are helpful to you, stimulating a conversation that is beneficial for all that this falls on.
Hey, Duane, check out New York comment.
Oh, you talking about the 4060s?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to touch on it right quick tonight? You want to touch on it real quick? Or say
Well, he talking about it for next time.
Oh yeah, I think that's a great topic. That's a great topic.
I was gonna say what Danny was gonna say, or what Danny said. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people say that the 80, the 60 is not bad, but like for when you can get them for about the same price, I mean, the 80 is more durable. It's a heavy duty transmission. It comes out of work trucks and, you know what I'm saying, 1 ton, you know what I'm saying, vehicles. So
yeah, we can go all day on that. I mean, that's a whole day. That's a whole topic.
So my only comment about the whole 460. Ask yourself when you go pull a motor with a 460, how many miles is on that truck?
And a lot of times, yeah, it's a gang of miles on that too. You know what I'm saying? And while the engine can take all those miles, the transmission cannot. But a lot of guys just go to the junkyard, get a 60, throw it behind a mildly built, you know what I'm saying, cammed up motor, and mash the gas, and they get a couple passes out of them, and then they break. So,
what I'm saying, if a 60 is able to go over 200,000 miles, because I've only found maybe one rebuilt transmission in a yard. All of them have been like the stock transmissions that were in there.
Yeah, I mean, I got 2 480s. I got one that's in my car right now, and one that's on deck for my next build. And now that I have one in, and I don't think there's no reason why. Now we'll save it for next time. I'm just gonna save this for next time. I'm gonna save
next month, because that will give us all time to do research. Yeah, and we can all come back to the table and we can talk about, you know, the 60 versus the 80. Classic was saying, you know, 60s are easier to find. I mean, there's different pros and cons to each. So, you know, so we will do the footwork.
Okay, so
we'll come back and talk about it next month.
Yeah, thank you, New York, for that too.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, 60s are easy to find, but it's mainly 4-wheel drive. At least here for me. A 2-wheel drive 460 is almost as hard as me finding an 80E here.
Yeah, up here in the north, it's
they're all 4 drives. Oh, okay. Probably because it's more 4-wheel drives where y'all at.
No, people pull them. Like, people hunt those 2-wheel drive 60s and 80s.
Yeah, everybody doing swaps.
Yeah.
For the most part, either that or they replacing the ones in their vehicle.
So for me, if it's that hard to find them because people pulling them, they must be doing something.
Another good one that just came through, Daryl. This is a very good question too, and there's a lot of great ones in here, guys. I'm just picking out random ones. He said, "How do you balance working on your vehicles and family time? I have a 2-year-old. I work shift work. I just lost it. Someone put another comment in, and I don't have much time to do shit. Maybe when he starts going to school." That might be another topic we'll cover. I think work-life balance. Will build work-life, build balance. That's 3 things instead of just work-life. Now you got to build. So that's another great topic. So
it can definitely be. I ain't gonna lie to you. That video y'all got today, I finished that bitch last night.
It's tough, man. I had one.
This last week has just really been crazy, man. With you know what I'm saying, like I said, I work like 6 days straight, and then with the scheduling, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting off late, then having to be back up early in the morning doing the lives, and then I pretty much just catch a nap before I have to go back to work again. So, you know what I'm saying, just actually doing work, I wasn't able to get nothing really done this week. Just a little update on the next part of that Cutlass bill, the step by step for that LS swap there. But yeah, it definitely can be a challenge. You know what I'm saying, balancing, work life and, garage life or build or whatever you want to call it. Juggling all three, especially with kids. I'm saying, especially small, toddlers too, because they need, like my son, like I can just leave him up still. Like he gonna play Fortnite and I'm gonna be in the garage. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come down like, hey, can I have a snack? Yeah, go and get whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? he's kind of more self-sufficient, but yeah, when they're younger like that and you got to be right there with them, then I definitely understand where it can be a balancing act.
Yeah. So someone said y'all must have iPhones. I'm not using a phone. Are you using a phone?
My phone's right here.
Here's my phone.
I'm on my laptop.
We're all on computers. Who was that? Danny.
Internationally known niggas.
So this is something if you and I'm using an old what is this? A Lenovo, like IBM when they first bought them. So it's an old one. You can do this, guys. We might even do a video about how simple getting a YouTube channel is.
When I read that shit, I see y'all must be bougie.
Oh, is that what you're thinking? You going further than that? Okay.
When I read it, it looked like y'all must be bougie.
Because we was talking about the titles.
Okay. No, not that was maybe he's just talking about the clarity of the video. I think he's trying to compliment the quality of the video. You know what I'm saying as well.
Thanks, Danny. If that's what you meant, brother.
Like, why ain't your live choppy?
Because we plugged into an Ethernet cord.
No, I'm wireless right now.
You're wireless. I'm plugged in.
I'm wireless too. Damn. My router's like over there in the loft area.
But yeah, guys, we appreciate all y'all coming through. You guys want to close things down, or how you want to do this?
After party on LS channel.
After party on, and it was just getting lit in here. We got like 17. Make sure y'all smash the like.
Smash the like button, man. Subscribe to myself. Subscribe to Loco.
Wait, let's get a check. Who all going to YouTuber Showdown?
Oh yeah, we ain't do recent
in Texas.
Yeah, YouTuber Showdown next weekend, nigga. It's lit.
A week from today.
Yeah, a week from today. In this Texas at the Motorsport Dragway. It's gonna be one for the books. I might be there. I might make a guest appearance.
Yeah, so somebody go ahead and block JP.
He said, "When can we expect updates?"
Yeah, I'm need him blocked. What who said the thing when I'm ready?
Like what update? What updates, nigga?
So Cortez said, and I owe you a video, Cortez, on that. The truth is, man, a lot has changed with my build, and I'm gonna drop a video telling you guys about all of that as far as like the voltage of my throttle body and stuff like that. But I do owe you a video before I change my setup, so I may go over that with you on an HP Tuners, Cortez. I'm just responding to a comment.
What up, Mark?
Do we need to do a
overtime? Can't make it to make it. Have to babysit.
Who's saying that?
Cortez.
Who's saying that? Oh, he not going?
His wife got to do overtime.
Oh well, hey, me and LS still gonna pull up.
Yeah, Cortez. He talking about he gonna come down here and pull the tarp off.
Yeah, we pulling the tarp off.
Hey, on live.
Free El Tarpo.
On live.
On live right now.
I tell you what. If you bring the
LS Chevy Riders house right now,
if you bring the cutlass parts with you, I will let you take the tarp off.
Nah, they coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. New York sending the pack up.
Send the pack up.
Yeah.
Download iMovie app at TextBoy and practice. Watch a tutorial video.
Yeah, pull the blue tarp off and throw it. I got more than one tarp. What if he pulled out the tarp and there was another tarp under the tarp?
I'm reporting from the future. There's nothing but a bucket underneath this tarp. It's 4 buckets.
It's a bucket. Yeah. It's 4 buckets that you get from your local O'Reilly's.
Oh man.
We're supposed to be in Florida next weekend, but might just have to hit Dallas. That's Mark.
Yeah, come to Dallas. They're gonna be lit.
Man, I will not be there, guys. I will not be there. That's the official. I will not be there. I still plan to make it to Whip Fest. Can we get a date on Whip Fest?
June 7th, North Star Dragway, Denton, Texas.
That one is going to be almost, if not just as big, guys. This is big, but I feel like we're going to have a lot of the same people come to that.
I mean, the for June 7th, I mean, the Whip Fest is more like a car show. This is just like kind of more so all out racing, and it's more so based around the YouTube booth. You know what I'm saying? Life of Corey, I think, was one of the names. Corey Barrett, aka Tall Guy, Mr. Organic, they coming in from the West Coast. SRT Bree coming from Georgia. I mean, it's a lot. Cooley Be Coolin' is coming down from the Shy. Like, it's people that's coming from all over.
Stunner Reese.
Yeah, Stunner Reese is coming from up north too. I mean, it's
I mean, John Doc. I mean, there's gonna be. I think it's gonna be in the thousands. That's gonna show up.
Is it sold out yet? I know they were.
That's one thing. That's one thing I want to ask Demonology is like, how many tickets have they sold?
Denton. What is that? Bentonville, Arkansas? Did I not enunciate? I meant Denton.
No, it's an Enos. What are you trying to say?
Man.
It's an Ennis. No.
Ennis.
June 7th is in Denton. Next weekend is in Ennis.
Whip Fest is in June.
Wow. Man. Ooh.
Yeah, because I don't know. Yes, Stunner already said. Stunner made videos that he coming. Like Cooley be coolin', buying GoPros and everything, man. Them boys.
It's gonna be lit. It's lit.
Yeah, see, and Whip Fest last year was like my test run, so I'm already ready for this. I was saying I bought GoPros last year. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Got the drones, got the GoPros. You know what I'm saying?
The chair, the cooler, the grill, all that.
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? We ready.
Less than 70 tickets left, guys.
Demonology told me yesterday less than 7. So there is actually a cap limit on it?
Yeah, because the fire marshal will shut the shit down.
No.
Yeah, they'll shut it down real quick.
Wow. At a track?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's only a couple exits.
As a matter of fact, Logo was telling me today I need to buy my tickets. I was like, if it's sold out, this guy's playing. I was just gonna like it's me. It's LS, baby.
I'm like, who the fuck are you?
For real though.
Man, I really wanted to go, man. Nigga.
You need a ticket like everybody else.
I'm like, you from here, so you knowing about it for everybody else.
I thought I was on the VIP list.
Right.
Home field advantage or something.
Isn't it? It's outdoors though, right?
Yeah, it's at the racetrack.
Yeah, it's at a racetrack.
Yeah,
they're doing drag races, road races.
So what is the fire
everything?
marshal got? Why does he care? It's outdoors.
No, it's inside. It's inside the stadium, like a track.
Oh, it's inside a stadium.
Yeah,
it's like a track.
Speedway.
This ain't no back back roads type shit, nigga. We had
like NASCAR track. It's at a NASCAR
Texas
track.
Motorplex.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't your Walmart Sharpton parking lot.
I'm used to seeing people at
parking lot car show.
I'm used to the drag strip and seeing people actually at the drag strip and just rallying around, man. That would be cool too.
The speedway where you can put like 10 hotels in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Darrell says it's a dragway.
No, it was a drag strip. That's like well, it ain't that big then. But it's still enclosed.
Well, guys,
ain't your boy supposed to be there next week?
We are gonna move on to the after party at LS Chevy Rider. You gonna do the after party, right, LS?
No. Is that
after party on LS Chevy Rider's channel.
Fake news.
The podcast will end in 5. No, I'm just playing. No, but yeah, guys, we wanted to try to keep these under an hour.
We started a little bit late, so that's why we were going a little bit over for y'all.
We're trying to keep,
don't get it twisted.
Yeah, we don't want to make these too
9
long.
o'clock next time.
Get the whole message.
We don't have everything lined up next time.
But we do appreciate everybody that came through. We may see a live on LS channel after this. I'm not sure. Is that a thing or no?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
All right. it might be us again on there, but it won't be my live.
He's like, because this is the podcast episode, so yeah, we can do it. We'll do. I go live about an hour. I gotta be at work in the morning, so
it's at the Texas Motor Speedway.
I need my nap.
I need my nap.
But thank you guys. I'll go ahead and end this live. We appreciate everybody. We got some great questions, and we will be ready for you guys next month sharp. So, you want to close this out, Ellis?
Yes. Everybody bow your heads. No, man, but
you had something for us. I thought you did.
Yeah, I had. Hold on.
You forgot it.
I'm on a different computer. Hold on. I think I got it. I think I still got it though. One second. Like he said, man, appreciate y'all all for coming out. Let me get this pulled up. I did save it. I just gotta wait. I saved it in my notes. You know what I'm saying? My other one, I say it like every damn day. So.
Oh, what you got? A new one?
Well, yeah, the one we used last time.
The one that I used was. I don't even know. What was the one from last time?
I think it was like, thanks, guys. See you next time.
I don't know if this was one from last time, but I got another one for y'all. So, the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence.
All
I
right.
ain't snapping.
You know what, guys?
I don't know what the hell he said.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks again. And we're going to go into LS channel and rock out over there for the next 4 hours.
4 hours.
You might get 2. Shooting for 1, but you might get 2. All right, man. See y'all in a minute.
All right. Take care, y'all.
All right.
Peace. All right.